Folks, how you doing? Welcome back. You are tuned in to another hit episode of The Actor's Cut with me, your best friend, your host, your confidant, your associate, your homie, HUBERT GUY. Thank you. I got a great show here today. I got my man NEHEMIAH Wallace.
Absolute pleasure,
Yo, thank you for coming down and joining. Yo, last week you saw me with a fresh suit on, sponsored by Stephen Land. This week you see me with some more fresh stuff on, sponsored by Stephen Land. You see the website down on the bottom of the screen. This is this man's brand right here, and I gotta say, it's absolutely awesome. They have a store in Harlem and Brooklyn, right? Harlem.
Yes, sir.
It is. Let me tell you something. When I first walked past this store, I said, that's my kind of store. I said, that's how I dress right there. You know, New York, you be busy, so you be moving and grooving. But I got a chance to stop by finally, and I got a chance to meet with this young man right here and discuss some things. And bam, look how God works. We both sitting here fresh in the Stephen Land. Man, you looking good tonight too, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, NEHEMIAH, tell them about your background, where you're from, and how you got started in the fashion industry, who some of your inspirations was.
Absolutely, man. Originally, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out Baltimore.
Very nice. Be more in the house. Shout out to the Wire.
By way of Harlem.
Okay.
I would say my fashion background started as a teen. My mom was real heavy into church. From there, obviously, you had to wear a certain attire to church. But more so traditional with a modern flair, as you see some of the pieces within the brand.
Right.
I don't have any particular designers or styles that I, appreciate the most. But whatever looks good, man. Whatever looks good.
Right.
Just try to keep it clean, keep it fly. But we're super excited, man. We got a dope concept. You can find us at 17 West, 125th Street, New York, Harlem, New York in the house. We also ship direct to all 50 states. Absolutely, man.
And so, what are some of the concepts behind some of the pieces? Like this suit right here. This is a nice three-piece suit with a tie, and a nice shirt, and like I was telling him, this, I'm wearing this for the show, and this wasn't even custom made to me, but it fits so well.
Absolutely.
Like it wears well. Like the materials, is there certain types of materials that the Stephen Land brand likes to use in order to make these suits? Like I know this is a nice wool, but I know there's other different materials. What types of materials do you guys look for to make the fashion that you make?
We definitely always try to keep premium content within our four walls, whether it be wool, whether it be silk. Stephen himself is very heavy into the design room. He has a heavy influence on all the pieces. The shirts and ties are one of our staple products. But as far as the suits, usually made up of wool content, and we try to find traditional styles with more of a modern flair. We're a lifestyle brand. Some people like to refer to us as an ethnic brand, where we sell complete menswear. We are a lifestyle brand covering all categories. But each piece tells a beautiful story behind it. As you can see, this shirt here, beautiful Keaton collar, cutaway collar, the window pane with the bird's eye. It's nice, chic,
Right.
It tells a beautiful story.
Right.
That's some of the things that we try to do for sure.
Right. This is something. When you wear this in public, you're gonna get noticed.
Absolutely.
Somebody might walk up to you and ask you, "Do you model?" And if you say no, they're gonna say, "Well, now you do."
Absolutely.
And they may sign you. Because it's very stylish, man. This is a great brand, and this coincides with what I do as well. And one of the main reasons why I went and spoke with him, not only is because I like the clothing, is because I'm into men's grooming. Everybody knows I'm a master barber and an educator, and men's grooming and personal hygiene is something that's very important in today's world. This was one of the things that I was drawn to. You have to be stylish. If you're working on anything in your life right now, if you have any types of goals, you have to represent yourself in a certain way. Now, if you plan on hanging on the corner, white t-shirt and jeans, that's cool. You good with that. But if you working on some life goals, you want to get yourself a nice suit, a nice tie, because the perception is just so much different when you dress like this.
Absolutely.
I dress down too. I wear jeans and a t-shirt too, but I make jeans and a t-shirt look like jeans and a t-shirt. No, I'm just joking. My wife, she ain't gonna like that. She's not gonna like that. I'm sorry, babe. But anyway, I like to dress up, and it just brings a certain dynamic, like how do you feel like when you put on, something fresh, or when a client comes in and you style a client, because he picked these suits out, and next week when you see the other fresh suit that I'll be wearing,
yes.
this young man did that as well.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel like when you put something on fresh, or when you style a client and they just transform, they just feel so much better?
Absolutely, man. Myself personally, I like to raise the bar, take chances within my own wardrobe. And it's just fun. You hold yourself to a higher standard, and within your own community, they begin to recognize. So in all transparency, as African-American males, there is a picture painted of us that can be detrimental to the community. So we definitely want to not raise the bar, but just bring the standard back to what we're used to. And paint a picture of what we are, and what we bring to the table, for sure. And that's the one thing that we embody within the Stephen Land moniker. Not just for African Americans, like I said, we are a lifestyle brand, but for any man who wants to raise the bar, he can do that.
So let's talk more about the Stephen Land brand, how it came, to be about, and the concept of it, and the mission and the goals of Stephen Land, what what it all embodies. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. Well, we started about 25 years ago. Stephen had a vision. I started out mainly so with the shirts and ties downtown within the New York area, and it grew into an entire lifestyle brand. Now we house suits, shirts, ties, shoes, hats, complete menswear, watches, accessories, and we're looking to grow. Previously, we were more so on the wholesale side of things, selling to other vendors. We also have an online boutique that's doing very well for us. Now we have the brick and mortar, and we're looking to grow upon that concept. We have the store, 17 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Come through anytime. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sunday, tentatively 1 to 5, or appointment only. We're also super excited for our custom wear concept coming this February, top of the year. So you'll be able to get a full bespoke piece or half measure done by us.
Yeah. Man, you got to stop by this store. I'm telling you.
It's amazing, man.
Guys, go by. Ladies, take your husband by. Your dad, your nephew. I mean, it's something about, when you put on a suit, your whole mentality just switches.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you jumping out the barber chair, you're looking like Grizzly Adams, and you get out, looking all fresh. You're like, I'm ready to take over the world. You put on a new suit, you walking down the street, your chest is like 10 feet in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's just, it's just something. And with fashion, the types of concepts, you have the different shirts with the different patterns. Is like, where's the inspiration behind the shirts and stuff, and, just the different concept for the clothing?
Well, Stephen himself is keen on self-expression. We don't believe in wearing what's fashionable. We're more keen on style, whereas style is wearing what's preferred, being yourself. So the inspiration truly comes behind each individual gentleman. For us, we have stylists on site that can pair whatever you need, but we like to include self-expression for sure. For sure, man.
So who do you think out there is killing it in the game right now as far as fashion?
Well, outside of us.
Okay, great. That's great. That's a great segue. So let's talk about not only brands, but let's also talk about, different artists, different celebrities and so forth, who you think have a great fashion sense, a great fashion appeal. First, let's talk about the different brands. Who do you think, besides Stephen Land? You know what? It ain't no other brand. It ain't no other brand.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
What are we talking about?
So let's talk about different artists out there that that have a great fashion sense that you think that's killing it in the game right now as far as fashion wise.
I would have to say streetwear. You can go with like a Big Sean. He has a very contemporary style. Formal wear. I like to see Drake put on a nice dinner jacket at the award shows. Let me see. Leonardo, as far as Black Tie Affair, he does very well as well. I've seen Denzel put some cool pieces together as well. Yeah, man. A lot of guys out there doing it.
Man.
Nehemiah Wallace, you ever heard that guy?
He's pretty fashionable.
Yeah.
He's pretty fashionable. I heard of him. Yeah, and he can throw some good fits together, too.
No doubt, man. Absolutely.
It's all good. Yeah, man. I mean, the fashion industry right now, because, there's, it's so many fashion designers, coming out all the time. But, you got to have that certain to really stick out. You know, and that's what the Stephen Land brand has right there. It has that eye-catching apparel. You know, you put it on and it feels good. You know, you can see some suits, they'll be nice, you put them on and, you know, your shoulders is tight and, you know, you can't bend your elbows and stuff like that. Right. But this is, look, I can pass it to my man Nehemiah, you know what I'm saying? It's smooth, it's groove, you know, and it's a very light material, you know, and I'm layered up, I got the vest on, I got the button down, I got the tie on, I got the jacket, and I'm still not hot. You know what I'm saying? It's a very breathable material. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's, you know, that's what's key too, because, you know, a busy man is moving around. Yeah. So he needs to be comfortable and he needs his clothing to be able to adapt to him and, you know, be able to, you know, feel good. You know, you want to feel good and look good all day too. You know, you don't want to get home at the end of the day and your suit look like a pair of khakis. You don't want that. You know, you want that good solid material, you know, that's going to be up there. You know who I like in the fashion game? Who's that? I like Pharrell.
Okay.
I like Pharrell. Pharrell, you know, he has a different style because, you know, with me, I've never been a big like name brand guy. Right. Okay. I'm not like I don't really wear name brands at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be like, yo, I got the latest sevens or right. Let me not even say no brand names because they not paying me, they not endorsing me, and I'm not rocking their stuff on my show. But I've never been a big brand guy. You know, I'm like, you know, whatever looks good. You know, if it looks good, if it feels good, let me throw it on. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Because, you know, fashion is within everybody. I know sometimes people get a little carried away and you be like, what they got on? What are they wearing? But, you know, then you see those women and those gentlemen that are well put together, know how to groom themselves, and I can appreciate that. I have an appreciation for well put together people, for Absolutely. People who carry themselves a certain way. I like to see that, Absolutely. Especially within my black community. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And that's why I love that Stephen Land is in Harlem, yeah. You know what I'm saying, and around us, because it's a store that that makes the community look better. Like, not only is it a great store when you go inside visually, but when somebody purchases something and wear it out, like if I wore this suit out, it's going to be a group of people asking me, where'd you get that Absolutely. Suit from? Where'd you get that suit from? I'll be like, my man Nehemiah Wallace over at Stephen Land. Holla at your boy. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying?
Come through anytime. We got you covered.
Man, you know, so I mean, I can appreciate, you know, good fashion, you know, and like I said, you know, when people have it on, it just brings a different, certain perspective, because I wore like jeans and a t-shirt to places, you know, to do something, and then came back the next day or a day later, dressed totally different, yeah. And they don't even really know who you are. You know what I'm saying? They it's like they can't place you, like they know you, but they don't know you.
Right.
And that's what good clothing does.
That's what it does.
And this is good clothing. So what do you see for the Stephen Land brand coming up? What do you see coming up for them?
A lot of major collabs. We're really trying to make a staple. As we're new to Harlem, we just opened up maybe 2 months ago, so we're new to the area. We're a Brooklyn-based company, but we're definitely trying to do reach out to our community. We have some partnerships set up with mentoring the youth within Harlem and the Bronx, Uptown Connection. But really just trying to implant and make ourselves a staple within the community. Like I said, a lot of cool events coming up with local, shop small type of vendors, as far as pop-up shops, and just community outreach, man. Community outreach. Full throttle.
And you know, that's another one of the reasons why I partner with you too, because you know I do the youth mentoring.
Absolutely.
You know, and you know these young guys. You know, I have a mentoring course called Professional Personal You, where I teach professional image. We talk about personal hygiene. We talk about grooming, and they also learn barbering. So, like when I was meeting with you and I was telling you, because, these kids, they're already excited about the program. And then when I told them, I was like, man, I'm speaking with this guy about getting you guys some clothing for when you guys graduate or something that you could wear, for the top scholars. They was like, yo, Mr. Guy, you just be making it. Because, it's great clothing is like great music and great food. Yeah. It makes you happy.
Yeah. Makes you feel
what I'm saying? It makes everybody like feel happy, because I love to look good, man. I love to look good. My motto for my company, Handsome Good Grooming, is look good, feel good, do good, handsome good. And that is really a self-embodiment of my life and my culture and my lifestyle, how I live. Because that's if you looking good, you feeling good, because you like, man, I'm looking good, and that makes you want to do good. You just don't want to look good and feel good and not do nothing. Do something good too, and that's gonna, lead you, and just, people more so that I feel that, have more input into their grooming, that put more care into how they look, also put more care into their lifestyle too. Absolutely. About, what they want to do as far as, being their career or whatever, or just, the mentality. Fashion is man, it's just an embodiment of life. It's a feeling. You can feel fashion. You can see it. Maybe you can even hear fashion. I'm sure you can. Some designers are putting bells and all kinds of crazy stuff on some stuff sometimes. But it's just the thing about fashion, like I said, that I really enjoy is not only the look, not only the feel, but the perception, the interaction that you get. And it's a great feeling. So where would you like to, as you being in fashion, where would you like to see yourself going as a fashion icon, let's say within the next 10 years? Let's talk about Nehemiah Wallace, CEO of in the next 10 years. Where do you see yourself?
I would like to see myself still sporting timeless looks.
Right.
I'm not one for the fad. I'm very comfortable within my own style. Very, I would say, not conservative, but timeless. Very timeless chic. You might see me do 3 pattern combos, but outside of that, it's very timeless. But growing within the brand more so. I'm really committed and dedicated to the brand, so I would love to see where it goes. This is our first brick and mortar concept.
Very nice.
Steven, all the partners involved, were more than committed to our community, to our brand. So we're really just more so looking to grow this opportunity.
Right.
So within the next 10 years, hopefully you'll still see me with Stephen Land.
Right.
Growing the concept nationwide, maybe even international.
About 100 stores somewhere.
Hey man, you said it.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry, we're going to make that happen.
Absolutely.
Because I'm going to be rocking Stephen Land everywhere I go.
Appreciate
and I'm going to be promoting the brand, because it's a great brand.
Absolutely.
It is a great brand. And you know what else made me kept coming back? When I came and I spoke with you, you were very friendly. You were very personable. Yeah. And like we had when we finally sat down and we really had a good talk the other day, and you were telling me, man, I have people come up to me all the time and telling me they got a show and this and that. And you know what?
True.
And I can understand that. And, because I've had a lot of people come to me with different stuff and blah, 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 blah. You get hit with so much being in our industry, so just the way that you handle yourself, the way that you carry yourself, I was very impressed with that. And I was like, I want to work with this guy. He's got a great brand. He's a real good guy. And you could have easily, had a little attitude or anything, like, yeah, all right, okay, whatever, man. But no, you was like, hey, yeah, and I was like, man, I like this. And I build off of good vibes, you get that good energy, man. You can feel that energy, and it flows. Yeah. We stayed in contact. Nothing really happens overnight unless you were born to millionaires or billionaires. But, we stayed in contact. We kept, this is what we want to do. And, man, like I said, this is how it works out. Now we sitting here.
That's what we're all about. Stephen himself, at the head, is a very vocal individual. So he imparts that into all of his staff. As far as being approachable. So we're a complete lifestyle brand. You come through, we take walk-ins as well. you don't need an appointment. Come through and see us.
Mm-hmm.
We're regular people just like you.
Mm-hmm.
We just like to look good. And we can get you guys to look the same. But come through anytime, man.
That's true. We like to look good. We like to feel good, and we like look. I had to get on a little gangster lean.
There you go.
Quick, you know what I'm saying? Because you know what? I can't stop looking at myself because it looks good. I like the way that this looks. I like the way that it's cut, and that's how everybody should feel about themselves.
Absolutely, at a more than affordable price point.
Oh,
that's what we do.
Exactly.
Great quality garments at a more than affordable price point.
Exactly.
Great holiday sale going on, 20 to 60% off the entire store. So come get right.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, and we are also going to be partnering.
This is true. Yes, sir.
We're gonna be doing. I'm gonna be providing some handsome good grooming, men's grooming services. In Stephen Land from time to time. We're gonna see how that goes, build that up because this goes hand in hand. Mm-hmm. Come through, get you a fresh suit, get you a nice cut. Actually, on the 29th of December, we're gonna be doing a nice customer appreciation pop-up shop, and
that's right.
Come through, and that's not going to be the only one. That's going to be the first inaugural one, and we're going to go out at the end of the year like a big splash, and it's going to be great, and we're going to continue to do that. So I'm very excited about, working with you and, the different things that, we have coming up in the future too, because, this is what it's all about. I enjoy because that's just more people, and that's, that is just, man, I don't know how to explain it, man. I'm like a fashion, barbering, entertainment, education nerd type.
Mogul, man.
I loved it.
Yes.
And I get excited. I get really excited because, I have a passion for a lot of these things. I have a passion for fashion. I have a passion for music. I have a passion for acting. I definitely have a passion for barbering. I have a passion for teaching. And I think just if more people would I think what it is more people need to find out what they really truly love. Yeah. Like if you find out what you really truly love and then just do it, pursue that as a career, because that's the best thing. Like I'm doing everything that I want to do and getting paid for it. Right. I'm working on, cutting hair on different major TV shows, different movies. I'm appearing in different things. It's wonderful. If you stay focused and you keep your vibe positive and you keep a great circle around you, your circle does not have to be big, people. Please understand me. Your circle can be one person. Your circle can be two people. You do not have to have a big circle to be successful, because even the more people that you have in your circle, the more decisions, the more talking, the more communication, the more things can get jumbled up and, misread and misinterpreted can go on. So listen, one of my favorite lines from a movie, and my wife always laughs at me, but Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins, when he be like, the team of me, rely on yourself. Really, really. We are all individuals. Right. Like I start my curriculum off for my youth mentoring program like that. You are an individual. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, embody and find out what type of individual you are. This is true. And pursue that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stop rambling and mum. I always do like a babble, like a ramble during my show, yo. I can't help it. I just love talking to people, and I love, being able to, give anybody any information or help them out with anything. And I love talking about what we're talking about now, fashion, and having great people on my show like you. Absolutely. Because it's exciting. This is what I do. I love to do it. All right, before we run out of time, Nehemiah, give them your information where they can get in touch with the Stephen Land brand, get in touch with you, find out any events that we have coming up, all of that good stuff.
Absolutely. You can locate the brick and mortar concept right in Harlem, 17 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, 10027. We have an online platform as well, StephenLand.com, or any of the social media platforms, which would be Stephen Land Clothing. Feel free to come check us out. And that store is between 5th and Lenox. Yeah. Very nice store. Beautiful. Very nice store. I suggest you go there. I suggest you go there right now and just wait outside till they open.
You'll be the first one there.
Absolutely. That's Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Sundays, tentatively 1 to 5 or appointment only.
And that website, like you can see on the bottom of the screen right there, is StephenLand.com. You see what we wearing. Hey, if you want to look good like this, get your Stephen Land on, man.
Come get right.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Man, yo, this has been a great show. I really appreciate you coming down.
Appreciate
yes.
Thank you for having us.
And like I said, I'm really, really looking forward to doing more work with you,
man.
with the Stephen Land brand, and just, you know, embracing our culture, embracing our fashion, you know, looking forward to, you know, putting a great brand out there more, another great urban brand out there, because we need more than we want more than, you know what I'm saying, want it, more it. Need more of it, whatever. You know, we need it. You know, we need it, and it's just great. And you know, I really appreciate, you know, the store opening in Harlem. First of all, because you know, people be like, well, why would he say that? Because that's major.
Right.
That's another black store in a black community that is going to help us keep our name and keep our culture. So I appreciate you guys opening up there as well, and you know, having this side of fashion for us black men.
Appreciate you, brother.
Oh man, the actor's cut, HUBERT GUY, you know, clothing sponsored by Stephen Land. You know, get right. 127 West, 127, 17 West, 125th Street.
Yes, sir. Yes,
between 5th and Lenox, Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Come through, check my man Nehemiah Wallace out. He gonna get you right. You see how I just sat back and I just like played real cool, real
man.
quick?
Clean, man.
Man, I might go to sleep in this. Yo, the actor's cut. Every Wednesday, 5 o'clock, I'm your host, HUBERT GUY. This is my great guest, Nehemiah Wallace. Stephen Land brand. We in the house. Check us out. Peace. Awesome.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go get changed real quick and have her come in here so I can get her show started.